Hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that everyone's having a good day. And we're gonna do some building in Vintage Story, in VimVim. So let's get started on that. I already have this started. We are moving our base very far across the world. This is where we're moving it. And all the way up here is, you gotta keep on going, is where it is currently. So I am building the new home. Right now, because of what I am doing and how far away it is, I'm just teleporting back and forth. I will be very transparent about that. I am doing a little bit of cheating just for the sake of the building. This area is very, very hilly. I did not pick out this area, the person I'm playing with did. So we are working with what we have currently. We don't have walls because we are waiting for the trees to grow, which they're not gonna do because it's winter. But these Copic trees, that will definitely not sprout in less than a day. Though that's what we're making our walls out of. So what we're actually going to be doing today is probably a lot of the interior work, and then also the basement. I need to build out the basement. We use the basement for storage. So I'm just gonna grab some walnut, and I believe I was using the bark large. So I'm just gonna grab more large, and it's the marks in the hand sharpening. There we are. That's granite. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're gonna get doing today. I have yet to decide where I want to put some of the things in the basement. We will be doing some chiseling. That's going to come at the end. And obviously we need to replace the roof. That's also going to come at the end. Part of the chisel work that we're going to do is make this all blend in. That's not the way that goes. But this is what we're working with right now. We need more of that, so I'm gonna go run upstairs. Once we are out of the wood that we are currently using, I will have to go get more, which that is not what I wanted. That won't do anything for me. I don't know where the wolves are. We're just gonna ignore them. And if they come and find us, we will deal with them then. What was I? Limestone. I can make some limestone. The base of the house is limestone. And this, thankfully, if we run out of, there is some in the area. So it's super easy to get more. Which I'm very thankful for, because otherwise it would be a pain, just like everything else building this house has been. Granite stone away. Of course, we decided to move house at the worst possible time in game. Of course, we decided to pick resources and materials we didn't have. We have a certain style of house that we are aiming for, and that just kind of happened to be, I went into my creative world, I lined up all of the wood that were our options, so pretty much all of the ones that are in the game, and was really hoping that everything would work itself out. As far as actually, I don't need to get this layer out because I'm going to be putting a beam here. Like that. And then I'm gonna do the same over here. Preemptively. But that wouldn't be there. This wall is eventually going to get pushed back. Actually, just gonna put it in line with what I already have. Like I said, this is fine because no matter what, this wall is going to get pushed back. I might end up actually having to put lime there because of actual chiseling. You'll be able to see that area, possibly. I don't know for sure yet. Search for rain. But besides the obvious problems we're having with this, we are making progress. And right now, that's really all I can ask for. I keep on getting rid of the tools in my hotbar because I'm like, I need more room in my hotbar. No, no, I don't. I need the things I need in the hotbar. And I need them to stay there. Like I said, I will go in and replace the roof. It's the last thing we're doing. I just find it the easiest to do instead of going along gradually, to just do it in one go, because it gives me a better idea of what I will need amount of material wise. I need to knock this wall back by one. And that's why this was looking wrong. I've been staring at this wall, being like, why does it look wrong? It's because I need to knock it back by one. Actually, this is going to be a pillar, so if I can, there we go, make the planks that are going in be the correct direction. I know I can just take a wrench to them. This is just a little bit faster sometimes, but that's fine. Honestly, I probably could just get rid of the tools. My, not tools, weapons. My hotbar. But because this area isn't well lit yet in its entirety, there's a lot of monsters that make their way down here from upstairs. Because it's not actually closed in yet. There we go. And I think I'm going to color here. I'm just gonna use this as my placeholder for that. That's annoying. Okay, cool. Color needs to go here. One thing I am trying to work on for this basement is consistency. I didn't set that here. So that means having my pillars line up in the right spots. And if the basement to this seems very large, it's because it is. I just prefer having more space rather than less when it comes down to basement space, because I really hate having to expand the basement once I've finished it. And so making it very large at the beginning is part of my process. And normally it all ends up getting used as we amass a horde of things. part of all of the storage that I do not do is actually an area I already have started that I will not be doing myself. Is all of the rock storage. That we end up using a system of chests and crates and then tubes to make it so that you can pull from the crate at the top, insert your things at the bottom in a chest, or vice versa. I think it's vice versa. And go that way. And for that, it involves all of the mechanical work, and I don't enjoy doing that. So that's actually the one building aspect that the person who I am playing with does. I do need to make more oil lamps for down here. That is very much a work in progress. I'll have to go through and do this on my layer. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the roof right now, at least for areas. And I'm not too worried when I see the dirt because the wooden floor is already there. So I have a few layers of dirt between the current basement and what the upstairs actually is. We have to. There we go. And if I, yep. And that's because there is surface right there. So I'm actually gonna knock that a few. Just to make sure that I have room for air escaping on the outside. And then we can put in a pillar. And our wood is going this way. So I'm just gonna do that so I know that this is where my wall's gonna be. Like that. And like I said, I will replace that with the very nice debarched lark that we are using. But that is later. I need to actually knock this wall back by one so that I can make these pillars line up, which actually means this doesn't go here. Fixing your mistakes. Ooh. This does not go there. These do not go here. No, not right. All my thanks. I need to do this correctly. Ooh, that might be an issue. That's why I did that. I could just knock all of this over by one. I might do that. I might keep this how I had it. I think I'm gonna keep it how I had it. These actually get moved over. And there's I said we're working on consistency. It's the goal, not necessarily getting there. Oh, that's the only thing I don't have a for that. A little annoying, actually. This is 4. That works like that. We want this to be there. Just like that. Okay, so it matches up to end. And maybe tricks. Just continue this one. might make the rest of this area one lower. So that would be putting staircases right there. That. I know it doesn't line up with the wood. Just a little annoying. I would need staircases going up right there. Actually, I'm just gonna like this out. Do that. My inventory is full of stones. We're gonna get rid of some of these. I can actually lay them. I'm gonna put this away. Just so I can get rid of everything that's in my inventory and we can restock. Everything is put away. Sandstone. I'm gonna make some more stone. Yep. Stairs. I don't know. I'm just gonna do that. I need this. There we go. Up here, oh, more. One small. Swap this out. I don't know if I'm going to do a color in this corner. I'm going to do a small portion of limestone wall. The pillar is supposed to be right here. So I don't know if I'm going to do one in the corner. I could. There you go. Interesting glitch. There we go. And then I'm going to put the water here. There we are. Here, that post, how about here? What is that? Wanted to shape on the side. Maybe just completely ignoring what the house looks like. Off the surface. So it will. That would be interesting. Let's see. Yeah, we'll carry it with a color again. Maybe normal enough. Probably better. Maybe that took me more times. Off of whatever I feel like it is. When I go on the color, get one up here. I don't really hear anywhere else. Here. And that would be too wide. And that would be too wide. And there we go. I'm just gonna take a ground. I don't know what I want to do for ceiling. Part of me wants to make it really dark. I'm thinking like a shale or a slate stone. And then the other part of me is like, make it something really light. Called cypress. Or even foster or something like that. thinking I'm gonna make the fridge over here. This layer. That's maybe where stones. Right, we have some upstairs food storage. This is gonna be the this food storage. More ingredients rather than meals. Actually, that block that out. That's gonna be the ceiling. I might go grab. I like to make the fridge freezers out of andesite because of the slightly bluish color. And I know we have some at the current house. So I might go get some to use to make this. Needs to be 3. And this one's put out. No. Actually, we don't even need the corners. You can make it extra tall. Might do. Obviously, we are getting a ton of granite. I don't really use granite. I don't super like it. I am using it just as like an accent color every like here and there. So right there. So I could definitely use it for flooring of these. more. So, bunch of this is going to be starting. Do we need to I'll make more of that as well? There we are. I need to move this. Look that. You know. What's that? There we go. Probably even. I guess if I want to put a vehicle going across, I'm gonna need that blocking key. And then if we go upstairs and make this. Going. Just gonna leave that like that for now. Focus back on doing this. Hi. I'm going to put this in for the wall. And then I will chisel it to be the other, whatever we make the inside. I do all of that last just because I find it easiest to do last. You can just go around the very end. That way if you decide to change anything as you go along, you're not wasting tools, wasting blocks. And then there will be a ladder. So these need to be dug as well. Those. Well, actually, one. Okay, this is need a meat inventory. That. Use inventory, put that in my hotbar. I'm gonna replace this lantern. It's supposed to be my gym is right there. I'll got more granite stones. And I'm gonna go to the house. I'm gonna see if we can get more. Need more. Birch. Wood. Larch. Debarked. And we need andesite. And we need to make more oil lamps. Oh, and we need nails. So I'm going to figure out okay, we do have outside. There we go. Andesite. Let's see. I think I have plenty of slate. I think we might do the ceiling out of slate. Honestly, making it out of basalt would be very cool. I don't know where we have basalt though. So, wait, actually, hold on. Yeah. So, andesite. What do we have? We do not have any such cool. And I'll just take what large and birch we have, actually. I'm gonna have, it doesn't matter how nicely I have it laid out here, I'm gonna have to. Okay, that's oak, it's green. It's gonna take those. Actually, oh, hello. Okay, you're not ours, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to fight you. Actually, yeah, are some chickens down here? I don't know how. I'm assuming they just naturally. We're going to make these into. Oh, and there's the light spike. I always get when I'm in here. time. Literally can't avoid it. Yeah, that's loud. Just gonna turn that way down. It is so loud. Just so incredibly loud. I can always go mine no more copper. Daniel? I just had it in the wrong spot. It's like I know this is the right tool. Make nails, please, and thank you. 140. And then we need 20 more units for the 4 of these. And then I'm just going to do that. And that. And if things look a little, I forgot to say this, if things look a little different in my game than they do in yours, that's because we are playing with mods. So we have, I believe it's called Bits and Pieces mod that allows you to get the extra bits from when you are doing your smithing process. Hopefully we need more. I probably should and could have done that in multiple crucibles. Oh well. Ooh, like there's something person I play with doesn't get any lag when they're in here. So it's something about my computer that does not like this area. There is it! Yay! If we had copper bars pre-made, they would be up there. So, I know that they normally do smaller batches because they have a whole bunch right there, but while that is going, I'm gonna turn on that hammer. If you see something in this game that doesn't make sense, or is a little different from yours, it's probably because of the mod. Because I'm a stickler to mods, we mostly have quality of life, but we do have a few adjustment mods. These inventory is the more backpacks, which gives you like specialized bags. So I have the miner bag and the builder bag. The builder bag's the light gray one, the miner bag is the blue one. One of the things that I'm planning on doing today, probably I might be live for like another half hour, is flatten out the area where our new base is in, and try to start fencing out some areas where I want there to be farms, animals. I need to make a chicken coop. I used to make little sheds for all of the animals. I might make some sheds at the new house. I did make sheds for most of them here. I did make a coop though. So I think I might copy the coop design because I very much do like it. I plan on making it bigger. At the new place, or possibly making 2 smaller ones. And by smaller, I mean like the current size that I have, making 2 of those, just so we can really have a lot of eggs. In the old world, I had 2 layers to the coop. So, why does this look like it's getting less white hot? Let me just please. Mining gold, which totally makes sense. It does not make sense. And actually, I know what I could be doing while we're waiting for it. Yeah. Grab a whole bunch of wood. I can't turn my sound back up. Make a bunch of oil lamps. just going to keep this menu up so I can see how things are going. So used to doing this where I can move my camera around. Doing it this way feels a little weird. But why did that restart? Why did you restart? Don't do that. See? I was not planning on taking so long. Just kind of hoping this little trick would take as long as it's taking. The only way I could imagine attempting to restart is because it got too cold. It's better. Finish. Finish. Yay! Okay. When it restarted, I really should have just given up and brought it down here. Broken it apart into here. I'm going to put these in here. This is the little that I made. I won't copy the design. Yes. Okay. I need to make kind of baby piglets. It doesn't tell me if they can be trapped in baskets. Okay. Hen, pullet, rooster, cockerel, chick, piglet, angora, goat kid. Bunch of goat kids. Patty fawn, lamb. Rabbits. A hyena pup, fox kit, raccoon kit, wolf pup. Okay. I think I may try to use the basket traps. Just because when they're done, I can break them back apart. Now I don't care if they get crushed. This is actually the wrong kind of basket. Yeah, of course it takes 2 to make him only gonna give me 5. Of course. Why would it do what I want it to? And now I don't even have enough to make 1. Okay. 2 is it? 4 in the morning. A little sleeps. Fight me? Don't do it. I'm not interested in fighting you. Oh, my rates haven't grown. Oh. There. There's more over here. And these ones should be having a baby soon. And these ones refuse to get pregnant in the first place. Which is very frustrating. It just keeps on saying that they're ready to mate. And that they've had 10 portions. They won't eat more. And they won't mate. So those ones are unfortunately probably going to be replaced. Probably just going to be, I might just turn them into leather. Because we do need leather. No. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Very thankful that they made it so that you can at least break this with the scythe without having to break the ice first. I feel like that's how it was before, and it was very. There we are. You don't know where to go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go walk. It's fun. And I think there is. Yes, it has a whole bunch more over here. I don't know how much more I'm gonna want to collect, but I figured I need them for skips too, which is also something I need to bring over to the new base. Yeah, actually, I think that should be enough. Should be good. I'm actually just gonna set that right there. And I think, okay, I used birch for fencing because of course I did. Um, oh well. I did not get as much done as I wanted to, which is a little disappointing. Tired enough to sleep, of course you will. But I think I'm gonna call it for a day. It's been about an hour and a half, so I know we didn't make a lot of very exciting progress. I guess I can teleport and finish off the basement area that we were working on at least. And of course, I don't have enough. Why would? Oh, I'm gonna call up for a day. Um, we can see the vision. Should have moved that. No, I'm gonna keep it there. I was thinking of moving it over by one. I just have very repetitive tasks ahead of me, but it is time for me to eat dinner. And that means it is time for me to be done for the day. I will see you all later. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And let's switch over. So remember, as always, if you have a dog, pet a dog. If you have a cat, pet a cat. If you don't have a pet or you don't like pets, go outside, get some sunshine. Have an amazing day. Have a great day. And I will see you all later.